Hi. Okay. So, guys, it's been a fucking weekend, okay? It's been a weekend. It's been crazy. But before I do anything else, I want to first address one thing, and that's going to be the meme drama that's going on. That's why I'm live on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time, because we got to talk about this AmpFest meme drama. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but CNN and New York Times, a bunch of other publications already posted that at AmpFest, or actually they didn't even address it with its name. They said at a pro-Trump event in Miami, Florida, at the Trump Hotel, at the Doral, we had a festival, and what we did was we played a video inciting violence onto people, or inciting violence, because it was a funny meme where Trump, like, it was like a scene from like a movie, The Godfather, or something like that. One of those movies that were like, they go and like, say hello to my little friend, and they like shoot everybody. Well, it was a fucking meme. It was fucking funny, whatever. And we didn't fucking tell them not to bring the meme. And American Priority had nothing to do with the meme. We had a meme contest, meaning you could bring whatever meme you want because you're American, and this is about free speech. So bring whatever meme you want. If you're too controversial, girl, you might get us in trouble. But we had somebody that must have been a little controversial, whatever. So that meme was funny. And the New York Times, CNN, and everybody, as of 5 o'clock this morning, is going crazy. They're all saying, hey, that meme was really offensive. They're all saying things like, hey, oh my God, that's inciting violence. Oh my God, that's so disrespectful. Oh my God, I hate everybody that was at American Priority Conference. In fact, we have so many people. If you go to the actual link to American Priority, there's a lot of people leaving reviews that are really mean and really fucked up. They're just like, you're inciting violence, blah, blah, blah. How can you support that? So I decided to come on here to show you guys a couple of things. I know that this isn't the video. We're going to get into my experience of it. Don't worry. But I wanted to first show you guys a couple of things. So do you guys think, tell me when you see this on screen, tell me in the comment section below. Do you think that this is the left inciting violence? And do you think that this is the left inciting violence? By the way, I met him at AmpFest. He's really, really sweet. Do you think that this is the left inciting violence? Let's see some other examples. Do you think this is the left inciting violence? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to know, do you think it is or not? Because if that meme, which by the way looked like this at the bottom, let me move the banner down. So if you guys can see at the bottom of the screen right now, it says, this is what CNN posted. They said, disturbing video of a fake President Donald Trump shooting, assaulting and stabbing his critics and the media was played at a conference held by a pro-Trump group at his Miami resort last week, according to footage obtained by the New York Times. So there was an infiltrator there. We don't care. We know you guys are among us. We're not scared of you, bitch. Anyways, so underneath that says, I made the thing underneath it. It says, so this meme isn't okay, and it incites violence, but this is okay? Oh, girl. Now tell me again in the comment section below, do you believe that this is inciting violence? Because I personally think that incites a lot of violence. Like, I mean, literally. First of all, everybody in the media is going crazy about a meme. A meme. I've even seen a meme that's like, this is Sparta. And he kicks, like, Donald Trump kicks like Obama into the hole. Like, oh, it's funny. And don't forget, guys, we're Republicans. We're not the violent ones. We laugh at memes. But this isn't a meme. This isn't a meme. This isn't a meme. This definitely is not a meme. And we can even go something as innocent as like them buying piñatas, which they're doing. They're buying piñatas of Donald Trump all over the country and hitting them. Those are pretty innocent, but they're not memes. They're actually really, really inciting violence. So the left is going crazy today saying, oh my God, Trump supporters inciting violence. Oh, bitch. Whoever made that meme, I hope they were the ones who won the contest, because like, this is a lot of drama that that Katya, that Alex, and that great people who threw this event is facing today. And that's not fair to them. So cash me outside, bitch. Because that's not cute or cool. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you doing? So I didn't put the link onto my YouTube description of this video, but you can see it on the Facebook version of this live video right now. If you were at AmpFest and you're interested in joining this live video, giving me a 2 cents of what you think, go ahead and click that link that I put there, and you can join this video with me. Don't worry, when you join, you won't be just shoved right in. You'll be brought into the waiting room, and I'll have to click you in. So it's not going to be weird or not going to be strange with whatever you're doing. Okay? Okay. Anyways, guys, so let's keep going. So now let's get into my experience. Girl! Woo! It was such a good experience. Like, oh my God. First of all, I want to compliment Katya and Alex and everybody through this because it was such an intimate event. There was a lot of people, yes, but it was still intimate as into where all of the speakers were like in the same, like, the same giant, Trump Doralis split up into different names of different pro golfers, and like each big building is a pro golfer's name, and each big building has their own like courtyard and their own like everything, their own like city. And so we were all like in the same one, so it was really cool. So like I opened up my door to my hotel room, and like there's the most famous Latina in America pushing Latinos for Trump and Lexit. I was like, hey girl, just right across the hall, like what's up? We got John Paul 2 doors down that way. Bitch, we got Ricky Rebel down here. We got Brandon Strzok over here. I even walked through the hall of my hotel and I saw the is that his name? The Imam. He was really cool. He was really nice. And he, you know what? He's the only Muslim to come out and stand up for actual atrocities that the Muslims are doing to people. So I love him. He took a picture with me, and I'm gonna fucking gloat about it a little bit. I didn't mean, and I'm not trying to stand out in situations, but sometimes you just gotta talk to them and get a picture. Because here's the thing. I'm a new creator. I'm probably the newest creator that was there on the circuit, and I felt really good about it. Here's the picture right here. So I felt really good about being the newest person there, although I was the newest person there. And I think you can kind of tell that my name is still so small that everybody was like, why is he even here? But I'm like, girl, don't worry about it. I come to fight with my own message. But I loved how everybody was so kind and courteous to me. And like, it was obvious that it was my first time. I was the only one that was like, mind you, this is the second year of this event, but this circuit is small. It's very family-like. Like, for instance, I go to these events, the Blexit. I go to the Republican conventions. I go to every rally around here. I go to different states all the time. I do this. I do the damn thing, okay? But I'm always like going and filming the whole thing, or going and being like just there. I never like was going to be one of the ones that everybody's gonna be looking towards for advice, or I'm gonna be the one speaking, or whatever the case may be. I never went yet as that in that aspect, but I did this time. And it felt really good. And everybody treated me very, very nicely. And I've met so many humble, great people. And everybody you see and watch, they're just like they are in their videos. They're real, they're honest, and they love this country. So I think it's very, very, very important to note that. Second of all, thank you to all of them. They all took me in and totally was nice to me, and they were so sweet to me. And I cannot wait to work with them. I hope I do get to do more collaborations. There's a lot of talks right now as into other work that I can't even mention yet at all. But some of it's going to actually shock you guys, surprise some of you, but do some good for some children or do some good for some people in the world. So Angela, I'm going to hit you up, girl. I got your card. Anyways, so it was just such a good experience. But I got to talk about the positives and negatives, because that's what I do on my channel, just like I did when I went to the Trump rally, just like I did when I went to Portland, Oregon. So Katya and Alex, don't get mad at me, girl. Don't get mad at me, girl. But I'm going to say the honest truth. I know you guys got to take into consideration everything I'm about to critique. It was their second year having this. In the first year, they only had 88 people. This year, we had, I don't know, I would say like 1,000. Was it at least 1,000, I think. At least 1,000. It was a lot of people. It was a group of people. It made 88 would be nothing. Like everybody who was there the first year was like, whoa, this year. So that being said, this is a brand new event in a brand new place with brand new numbers. And these people are just good Americans who really have used their connections to really get a message out there and get a lot of us that are creators, or a lot of us that are voices in this movement, to bond and to come together for 3 days. So remember that when I tell you the pros and cons, but I'm going to be honest. So the pros: bitches at the Trump around. Like, girl, it's fancy. Like, I was like, before I sit down, I need to take a shower because I feel like, girl, this is all too clean for me. Like, it's so fancy, but so nice. I loved it. I belong there. Let's be real. And it's the bad parts. Let's get the bad parts out of the way quickly. The communication was off sometimes, a lot of the times, when it comes to where to be and where to be, like what to be and where to be. But in their defense, it was the second year. And again, they went from 88 people to 1,000 people. So they had a lot of speakers this time, a lot more than the first year. They had nothing compared to this year. This year, it was every big name you could think of, every publication you could think of, every independent media, every right media, every media on the right. So this was a lot bigger than what was originally planned, I think, by everybody, including like me, who was expecting things. It was big. It was huge. So we had to adapt to that. So remember that. But I can't ignore the fact the communication was fucked sometimes. And just some simple changes of words on the emails might have made things a little bit better. Like, for instance, all the rooms where people did their panels was called breakout rooms. And I think there was only a breakout sign on breakout 1. But we figured it out because there was ballroom 1, ballroom 2, ballroom, you know what I mean? And they kind of stuck that right before my panel. Like, literally, as we're walking in to do the panel, they move us from breakout 2 to breakout 3. So we were so worried that nobody was going to see us, because at 5 o'clock, right when our panel started, nobody walked in yet. So we were like, girl. So Ricky was like, let's just go live and do it live then. But surprisingly, the place filled up. Like, within 10 minutes of us starting the gay panel, the room was full. I heard, I'm not too sure because I didn't go to that many panels, but I did hear through people that our panel was one of the biggest ones. If you guys know that answer, comment down below. If you guys don't, if I'm lying, if it's bullshit, just know I'm not assuming that. I was told that by somebody that our panel was the most crowded. So that video will be out soon though, guys. Don't worry. I'm right now in the process of getting it downloaded and stuff. And you guys will have that video by tomorrow for our panel, for the LGBT panel. It went really, really well. It's really long, but it went really, really well. Now, a lot of you are asking yourselves, did you meet Donald Trump Jr.? Yes, bitch, I did. That's right. That's right. But here's the tea. This is going to embarrass the hell out of me, but I got to be honest. That's who I am. So listen, Donald Trump Jr., he spoke, right? And of course, I'm in the VIPs, I'm in the front. So it's like cute. So he walks up to me and we shake hands and I get this little video. That's what I'll start this conversation with. Let's see. Wait, is it making it to where? Oh, I hate it when I make it to where my screen doesn't like turn. Okay, ready for this? And that wasn't the embarrassing part, okay? That wasn't the embarrassing part. Okay. So then he walks back after everybody's done shaking his hand. So everybody's done. So everybody's like off his nuts. I'm an idiot. Lo and behold, Christopher Drew, the adorable and adorable, was a little adorable because what I did was I walked over to Donald Trump Jr. and I said, hey, where do we go? Where do we go to meet you for your meet and greet? And he said, over there. And I was like, okay. And I started walking over there and I was like, oh my God. What the? I could have, like, what? Oh my God. I walked away from that situation. I was like, what the fuck did I say to him? Like, I could have said anything in the world. I could have said, homie, like, I'm here to save. I could have said, bitch, there's a bomb. There's a bomb in the building. I could have said anything. But instead, I said, hey, where do we go to meet you for your meet and greet? Bitch. That was a meet and greet. I could have, like, Donald Trump Jr., you will never watch my videos. I'm sure I'm not that big of a person to you. But if you ever did, girl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So needless to say, I didn't get my cute little picture like Ricky did, but I will show Ricky's picture because it's hella fucking cute when he was with Donald Trump Jr. Because, girl, after that, I was so embarrassed. I was like, that is my meet and greet. I'm not going back. I'm not going back there. And so that was that. But then I went to the yacht party and got drunk. I was wasted at the yacht party. I leave the yacht party. I'm like sitting in somebody's car with them. I don't even know whose car. I saw Katya, the girl who runs the whole entire event, right? It's her event. Like, she's like Queen Bee up in this mother. And I was so drunk. I don't remember much, but I do remember running up to her and being like, Katya, woo, girl, what's up? Woo, yeah, woo. And I promised my boyfriend on this video I wouldn't be talking about me being so drunk, but sorry, I'm really honest. But and the beauty of me being the newest creator is that I didn't really, and I'm so focused on my videos and growing my channel right now and stuff, which, as you guys know, they shut me down every which way. I can never grow my channel. It's never going to grow, but I'm trying. So the thing is that I was the newest creator, so I didn't really know who anybody else was because I don't really I watched people like Charlie Cook, Candace Owens. I watched those people. I don't really watch anybody else. So I was at this yacht party, right? And I saw all these cool people dancing and stuff. I was like, what's up? Let's have a good time. And like, I was just dancing with random ass people. The next day, I was in the main ballroom and I saw these people. They were on stage and they were like, Jalalopolis, whatever his name is. I can't ever say his Jalalopolis. You know his name? Jalalopolis. You know that guy? The Jalalopolis. I'm not even going to try it again. But I'm that guy. And seeing people like, girl, like I was in, when I first arrived in Trump Doral, I got in my golf cart at 7 o'clock a.m. straight from the plane. I was like, I was tired. I looked like shit. And the girl sitting behind me, she looked like shit. And I was like, oh my God. And then I go to get out the thing. I didn't know she was a speaker. It wasn't obvious that she was a speaker. I thought she was just somebody visiting the hotel. Because we both look like regular shit people. And she, come to find out, I saw her go on stage. I was like, I know who she is. Bitch. When she gets cute, she gets real cute. And her name is Marianne. You guys probably know her because she's running, or sorry, Deanna. Wrong person. So her name is Deanna Lorraine. Why did I say Marianne? Who the f is Marianne? Did I meet a Marianne? I don't think anybody there was named Marianne. Not one person. But her name is Deanna Lorraine. So I saw her at the beginning, and we decided, after we realized we're both speakers, we decided not to take a picture together because we look like crap. We said, we'll find each other. And we did. And when we found each other, it was really fun and sweet and like a. And then we got to like chill out and talk for a little bit and like hang out and stuff. So it was fun. That's another thing about this event I loved. This event was very intimate. So everybody not just got to walk past and say, hi. We got to hang out, each and every person. We got to sit there, have drinks, talk about life. How's the weather? It was sticky as hell till the day we had to leave. I guess California went up in flames. Who knows? We had conversations. It was great. It was awesome. I even went and talked to Brandon Straka. Now, I love Brandon Straka. I really do. Walk Away is what made me feel not so alone. And I don't think he ever saw the video, but I do remember the last thing I really said about Brandon was I did get a little tiffed in his video about the girl in the airport. And I thought maybe he just had a long day. Maybe he had a long day. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Because he told people to make her famous kind of thing. And I was like, I don't like that. But then I was like, that's not the way to do it. Because as Walk Away, I mean, I try to do this as somebody who tries to get people to walk away from the Rainbow Plantation, as somebody who is a part of, I like to say I'm part of Walk Away, although I'm not part of it. I'm part of Walk Away as into where I walked away and I get a lot of other people to walk away all the time. I really do. I really push for it constantly. But I think it's our job to go and talk to those people who walk past us and say, ew, why are you wearing a Trump hat? That's our cue to say, hey, that's the one we need to talk to. If they're willing to engage with us, as opposed to most of the left where they're like, I'm not going to talk to you unless we're online. But if they're not on the internet, they're silent to us. So if they're willing to engage, even if it's in a little bit of conflict, that's our cue to go to them and talk to them and let them know the truth, which is, hey, You can be gay and support Trump. You can be black and support Trump. You can be a minority and support Trump. Why? Because he's simply not racist. And here's the reasons why. So it's our job as Walkaway people to do that. So I did make a video before. It wasn't a shaming video. I wasn't like, fuck you, Brandon. I was like, Brandon, girl, you made all of your fans act. Because I know, as well as most of you know, all of us have fans. But there's a difference between a fan and somebody who's helping you and pushing you for the movement. What is the difference between that? Okay. What I mean by that is Brandon Straka has followers that are so loyal. I love them. They're so loyal, though, that I feel in my heart that if Brandon was to ever walk past a baby and kick a baby in the face, they would say the baby did something wrong. I'm just saying, because a lot of those people were down to make that girl famous. I'm just saying. And instead of saying, you know what, I'm human, I had a bad day, I should, because I bitch about people too. If you want to bitch about somebody online, Brandon, you totally could. Like, that's your prerogative. Do it. But telling your followers who have woken up to the dogmatic mob that you described, and they don't want a part of the violence, they don't want a part of the craziness, they don't want a part of the hate, so they walked away. And asking those people to act rubbed me wrong. I was like, ugh, that's bad. And they did act. And then afterwards, you posted her GoFundMe to her mom's sickness, which I see what you were saying. Girl, you weren't in the wrong. Brandon was not in the wrong the whole time. What the one wordage that he did do wrong, though, was like his actions were in the wrong, his feelings weren't in the wrong, but telling them to act was in the wrong, because then when he wanted them to act, he already made them riled up and already mad and negative towards this girl. And I know what he was saying when he said, okay, now I'm going to post her GoFundMe. Maybe we could turn this bad thing into a good thing and we all should support it, is what he said. And I was like, yes, that's human. Welcome back, Brandon. That's why I was like, welcome back. But then all of a sudden, I saw the comments on it. Somebody said that they wish her mom should have had an abortion, all this crazy stuff. And it was her mom's like death sickness. Like, and then so she took it down. And then Brandon tweeted, she just didn't want money from us because we're Trump supporters. You know, Brandon, I see where you're coming from with that, but that's not what happened. Maybe you didn't see the mean comments, because I did see right when they went up is right when the GoFundMe went down, because I was trying to donate too, because I followed your tweet and I was trying to donate. I think that you were awesome for turning that into a good thing. But when you already have some dogmatic mob that you created by saying make her famous, and they're kind of like Brandon Straka fucking warriors, you gotta know that they might not take it as lightly to go over to her GoFundMe and give her money without talking shit to her. It just came to a girl. It was just a little bit of common sense. I mean, so anyways, so it's not like that's the last video I made about Walkaway. No, that was just the last thing I really made about Walkaway, because it's not because of any reason. It's just because really I haven't run into them. I haven't had a chance to. I haven't done anything with California Walkaway in a minute, because I was kicked off Facebook for 30 days on like all 4 profiles, bitch. I know. Girl, you have 4 profiles? Yes, I do. The reason why I'm in talks with Project Veritas, I'll tell you later, bitch, but like not now. But anyways, so I even saw Brandon. That's what that whole spiel was about. So when I saw Brandon, it was really nice. Brandon actually came up to me. He was walking past me and he came up to me and he said, "You're Christopher." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "This is my hair." He goes, "Of course you are." And he walked away and I was like, I hope that sounded sweet. I was like, it's either sweet or B. I mean, we're all gay boys. I know how gay boys are. I was like, either A, he's just, that was sweet. That was nice of him, which I think it was. But B, it could have been like, bitch, I saw your video talking shit to me, like, bitch. It could have been like that too. And I was like, I hope it's not. So what I did was I took it upon myself to walk up to him. I went over to him and I said, "Hey, Brandon." I said, "Hey, it was really nice to meet you. I just want to let you know that thank you so much, because on my Walkaway video, I said, I don't even know if you saw it, but it was on your YouTube, and thank you so much for the opportunity to speak out, and thank you so much." I thanked him. And then I said, "Hey, I heard you're going to Northern California," which is true, "and I heard you might have a panel there. If you have a panel, I want to go, because my friend Jenna Duckhorn," whatever. I probably shouldn't be saying all that noise, huh? That's probably too much information. I'm so truth telling. Like I'm bad at like hiding shit when I need to hide it. But anyways, and I was talking to somebody in Northern California somewhere. I don't know where Brennan's gonna be going speaking. So is Blair White, and she wanted me to go out there too. And so I was like, well, cool. I'll talk to Brendan. If he's having a panel, I'll see if I can just be on Brendan's panel. It'll make it easier for everybody. She said, awesome. So I went and talked to him, and I guess he's not having a panel. He's going to go be a speaker. So I was like, oh, cool. Well, I'll talk to her about just being a speaker then. And so it was nice. And then we hugged, and it was good. And it was nice. So me and Brendan, I don't know. For all I know, he's probably watching this video, bitch, and he probably had no clue at all that anything even happened. Because he's so busy that he's like, girl, Chris, you had a whole fight with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and if that happened, girl, I'm not dramatic, but I'm a truth teller. So I told on myself. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, so I even talked to Brandon. So it was really, really good. I didn't get any pictures of Brandon. There's some people I did not get pictures with because I was like, it was just so humble of an experience to talk to them. And it was so real to meet them and just be like cool with them. Like I kicked it with Milk and Cooks. If you guys know who Milk and Cooks are, they're the DJs that are conservative. And they DJed the whole event. They're amazing DJs. They're great. I actually hung out with them most of the time. But I have not one picture with them. What's that about making cooks? But they're really, really cool. They're honestly, they're twins. They're awesome. They're amazing DJs. And I didn't get no pictures with them. I didn't get no pictures with a lot of people. I didn't get none with Brandon. Oh, girl, I did fan out for one person though. Do you guys know that girl, Dana Losh? I can never say her last name. Losh. Dana Losh. The girl who's a spokesperson for the NRA. Yeah, okay, I did get a picture of her because, girl, that's the one I found out. I saw her panel. I ran to it. I was like, I got to be there. She cut off her hair, guys. But you guys remember her from her video? I think she does CPAC where she looked down to media and she goes, you love white mothers crying. You love gun violence. You love school shootings. She said all that to them. She said, because if you cared about all Americans, there would be a town hall in Chicago every weekend for those crying black mothers. She put it down. I'll tell you something. She's a strict fighter for America's rights to hold a gun. And I thank her for that. I asked her for some advice. I got a chance to sit with her and talk to her. And I told her, I said, what do you advise that we do here in California? Because they're making it harder for us. She says, California's a tough one. But we got to get out there. We got to speak. We got to fight it. We got to do our part. So I do mine, and I am asking all of you, are you doing yours? So anyways, it was really nice to meet her, and that's the one I found out over. Everybody else, it was really nice and humble to meet. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm just saying, like, it was really nice and humble. Like, these are people's videos that I look towards back in the past for advice, or look towards like as in like how do I do this, or what am I doing? I'm putting myself out there. Oh my God, are people gonna love me? Are people gonna hate me? These are the videos I looked at and was like, well, they have people that like them, so maybe they won't hate me for saying the truth, because the truth is not always pretty. Sometimes, in fact, most of the time, girls ugly. The truth is real ugly. Like, girls ugly. I know I haven't been checking in the comments, guys. I know I haven't been checking comments, guys, but I saw one comment come up right now. I will be checking them, and we will go over them towards the end of the video. But Facebook is kicking us out of conservative videos. And I was watching the Jay Sekulow, one of the lawyers for Trump. Oh, he has no show. It was interrupted so many times, and they cut him off in the middle of the sentence. They do that to me all the time, you guys. They do that to me all the time, you guys. So if you guys are kicked off my video, I'm sorry. But if you guys also have noticed, I haven't grown. My videos haven't grown at all. Like, I get so many new people. And then I get so many old people come back and say, whoa, I haven't seen you post in a long time. I'm like, that's why my numbers are staying the same. Well, they're not staying exactly the same. They're staying fluctuating around the same. Is because as more people come in, they kick out old people. And the old people, who's going to look for little old Chris? Like, I'm just not that cool, guys. So all I can ask you to do is please share my video. Anyways, but like here's another person I didn't know was famous, and all of a sudden I did this on my phone. I was like, look guys, let's do a boomerang. She was dancing with Ricky, and I go, yes, Rihanna, yes. And come to find out that's Angela King. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But I kicked it with her. Actually, we sat together at dinner, and it was really, really great. It was me, Ricky, and Angela, and Angela's team, and my team, and Ricky's team, and it was good. It was really good. And oh yeah, and then the other two people that are sitting at our same table was the people Latinos for Trump. So it was really good. It was all like really big people. And I say big people, I don't say big names because big people do big things. Big names look really pretty. And that's cute. But I'm down to hang out with big people. I'm trying to do big things. You know what I mean? So anyway, so there's me and Ricky, like we were all like being cute as hell. You can't even tell, but it was so windy. It was so windy in that video. That was on the way to yacht party. But anyway, so yeah, Angela King ended up being really nice to me, and we ended up talking. I didn't really know too much about her. Like I said, I don't know too much about many of these conservatives because I did jump in this as somebody who's running away from the Democratic Party. So I had to learn more about her because her story that she just told me in 5 minutes was so compelling. So I bought her book. And I told her, I said, you have to sign it for me. She said, okay. I said, I want you to write something dirty and crazy. It has to be dirty and crazy. And she said, okay. And the girl wrote, Dear Dirty Crazy Christopher, I love you. But that sounds like a fan encounter, right? But no, we ended up having dinner together. And then I got a card from her, the person who publishes her books. And we got to talking about foster kids and kids that are disadvantaged. We got to talking about people that grew up a lot like I did. Like I was raised by parents that went to prison. Both my parents went to prison, mom and dad. Dad, I don't know. He's not in my life. Like I don't know who the fuck that person is. But I do know from my stories from my mom, he went to prison. And my mom, she went to prison like when I was a kid and in jail a couple times. But so I was raised the same kind of way. So we were talking and Latinas for Trump was sitting next to us and she goes, hey, I'm not making fun of Mexicans, but it was cute. She goes, hey, you should really make a children's book. She goes, I like all your books. I read them all. And the girl, she was so sweet. That girl was. I'm not making fun of her. I'm saying that's how she talked. It was cute. Okay. Anyways, so she was like, oh, that's a good idea. Angela King thought to herself. And she's like, maybe. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, Angela, you really should write a children's book for this. Like, but again, I can't go too in details about things, but somebody contacted me and that night, and I'm gonna have to email them today. And yeah, with my experience and their experience on how to publish a book and do a book and do the illustrations and all that good stuff, I'm gonna try to put my experience into some words and see if we could do a book, because I think we were talking and I think it's important. And you know what? There's not many illustrations out there for kids. If we're gonna do drag queen story hour where they have books that are feminist, baby, and stuff like that, why have we jumped straight to that from Mary Had a Little Lamb? Why have we missed out and skipped all the disadvantaged children that are foster kids, that grow up in the system, that know what it's like to pack everything you could take in one trash bag before you get taken away from your mother? Oftentimes we're taken away at jails, we're taken away at courthouses, we're taken away from grandparents, from parents, we're taken away where we a lot of times feel scared. We feel like nothing. Why is there nothing out there for children to read that can help them relate? Yet we have things to relate for being trans. What the? So I struck an emotional nerve within myself during that conversation, and I think I did with them too. So I haven't even emailed them back yet, so I don't even want to say anything until I know them, until I speak to them and make sure this is real. And it was the beginning of the night, bitch. We weren't even drinking yet. But yeah, so I'm thinking of going into something for that. And you know, again, I'm gonna go over the comments later, but I do see somebody saying on YouTube on the comments, they said, I've thought about becoming a foster parent. Lisa, her name is Lisa Lucky. Here, I'm torn about that. So I highly recommend becoming a foster parent if that's what you want to do. But I hope everybody respects the fact that I never want to be one. I never want to be one. I never want a kid that's somebody else's. I don't want a disadvantaged kid. I don't want a child who has less than. I don't want a child who has disabilities. And I want you guys to understand this is not mean. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it because I was a foster kid. I don't want to live it again. But I encourage all of you who have never had to live it to take an experience with it. Get a foster kid. See if you like it. And some of you might become great foster parents to have a lot of kids. Some of you guys might just do it once and call it a day. But you know what? Either way, you'll change the world. And I think I can change the world more with my experience and with my story than I ever will be able to change in my home. Because I was a foster kid. And I'm going to tell you something, girl. I was a hard one to have. We're troubled. We're kids who don't want to leave our homes, who think being homeless with our mothers is the only way to be. I ran away from foster care 7 times. 7 times. Because I thought, well, I didn't think, I knew, okay? I knew. I wanted to be with my mother. I didn't care if she was selling drugs and we were living in hotel rooms. I didn't care. That's all I knew. So that was home to me. And I looked at it like this. Every home they put me in, when I think about it as a child, was a prison. I thought, what the hell is a curfew? What the hell are these rules? What do you mean I must go to this place? Wear a uniform? What? I rebelled so hard. And anybody who was ever my foster parents, I have no way of contacting any of them. They moved me every 6 months. I was a problem child. On top of that, I'm gay. And in California, it's all boys' homes and all girls' homes. So if you're gay, they don't want to lose their license by you doing something with another little boy. So they move you around a lot. So I don't know if the law has changed now. That it may have. I mean, I am 30 years old now. So obviously, I'm not foster kid anymore. I got emancipated at 17. I ran away too many times. The judge said, "Are you going to stay, Chris?" And I said, "No." He said, "Oh, do you know what emancipation is?" And that's when I learned all that. But we'll get into that another day. But the point is, I never want to be a foster parent. So, Lisa, if you want to be a foster parent, I bow to you. I take my hat off to you. It's going to be a lot of work. Not every kid was like me. I was one of the worst. I will say, yes, I was the only one who I knew that did what I was doing, you know? But it's very rewarding to know that you helped a child have a place to sleep at night. And my foster parents, I know that I'll never meet them again. But if they ever see one of my videos, and if by any weird chance it's this one, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was a prison because of what I was used to. But now as an adult, it was simply stability. It was everything I would want for my child. And every foster parent I had was so lenient. I walked on all of them. I tried to get one of them. I was a bad kid. I told my social worker, this one drinks. He drinks. I think he's on drugs. Like, getting them, they had to be audited because I was angry. So, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I hope you didn't lose your license. I hope you're still foster parent, but I don't know because I had to leave after that. But they had normal kids of their own too, so I hope that didn't interfere with that either. Anyways, point is, let's not walk down that road. But you should be a foster parent. That's what you want to do. But I never, ever in my lifetime want to live that again. Ever. Ever. I'll go do hair for foster kids. I'll give backpacks to foster kids. I'll do purse drives for foster kids. I do all 3 of those every year. But I will never, ever want to be a foster parent. I will never, ever want to adopt. I will never, ever, ever, although I do want to adopt, and I am on a waiting list to adopt them, so I'm stupid for saying that out loud because I'm like desperate. So I'm like, artificial inseminate, I'm waiting list over here. Waiting list over here for adoption because of Cambodia. And in Cambodia, they're cheaper kids. Yeah, I just said that because that's a fact. When you're gay, bitch, and you can't just have sex with somebody and say, oops, like, money matters because you still got to provide for the child and everything. So if the money I pay for just to get the kid in my arms, I want to be as cost effective as possible because when I get that child, I'm going to have to pay for doctor visits. I'm going to have to pay for that child's life, their whole life. So it's good to save money when we need it. So I looked into Cambodia because Cambodia has cheaper children. I hate saying it like that. Like, what the fuck? Why do I say it like that? I don't mean to sound like that, but cheaper children. Anyways, Lisa, if you're a bad kid, then you'll be able to handle them just fine, girl. If you're a bad kid, but you were never a foster parent, you are the chosen one. You are the perfect candidate to be a motherfucking foster parent. For those of you on Facebook Live, not on my YouTube Live, Lisa Lucky, the girl who said she wanted to be a foster parent, also just said I was also a bad kid. We were not bad kids. We were confused kids, and that's why she put quotation marks over her bad. But at the same time, I'm telling you, if you were a kid who was rebellious and crazy, but you were never a foster kid, I recommend becoming a foster parent. Why? Because you can probably handle those kids. When you inherit the kids in foster care, you will inherit all of their trauma, all of their problems, all of their nightmares, all of their hatred, all of the confusion, and all of their sadness. And you will be the one that they blame, because I blamed every single person they put me with. I didn't understand why a grown-ass man walked into my mom's hotel room and told me I have to pack one bag only, and I'm leaving my mother. I'm never going to see her again. That's what they said too. They gave her 6 months to get clean. It didn't work after the first 6 months. So I was like, well, if I'm going to be moved around so much, I'm not gonna stay here. I'm gonna run away. So I ended up going to like all these. It was crazy ass bitch. We're not gonna get into that right now. We're not gonna talk about that right now. And if you know my past, don't talk about that right now, please. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother thing. But this is about AmFest, bitch. Let's get back on track here. So anyways, so Angela King and her fucking publisher, I think it's her husband too, and they talked to me and like we're gonna talk about a children's book. How cool is that? We veered way off a track there, guys. Girl, bring it back. But I got this cool bag for AmFest. And again, I got to have dinner and speak with all these really cool people. Angela, you're amazing. Okay. And I lie to people when I say, I'm going to read your book. And people have sent me books before, but I've only read a couple of them. I read this one doctor's. Oh my God. I have it read. Okay. Let me show you the books I've read. So there's a doctor that sent me a book and it's called, what's the name of that? It's like a name that's hard to remember. But it's about basically kind of like that. It's like the movie 1984, but it's about like a doctor who does this thing where this disease, this like bacteria starts growing and spreading. Anyways, so it's really cool, and he's really cool. So yeah, I've been reading some books. It's called Bioburden. Okay, it's by Scott Schultz. So Scott sent me his book here on Facebook too. I read his book. I did a while back. I've also been reading lately. Don't tell anybody this, but The Case for Christ. It's a book that was sent to me as well. It's The Case for Christ, and I think it's hard for me to stay on that one. I read that one here and there, but girl, I'm this God thing. I'm a slow learner with the God thing. Like, give me time. I'm with that one. I still have a lot of anger in my heart, I think, towards situations that I feel like God could change if there was a God. So we'll get there. I know praying works. I'm there so far, and I pray. I do pray. It works, bitch. So, hi, Lisa. So anyway, so it was really, really cool to be sitting at the table with Angela, and the book's already messed up because I've been reading it a lot. Angela, your book is so relatable, and on so many weird levels, like. It's situations that you went through that maybe people didn't go through the same exact situation because some of them are crazy, girl. And I'm only. Let's see where I'm at. Let me pull up my bookmarker. I think it's what chapter is this though? I'm in the middle of chapter 6. I'm in the middle of chapter 6 right now. A bottomless pit with no way out. So maybe that's why I'm so like emotional on it and been like, whoa. But yeah, you seriously like so many of your stories are. It's so relatable. So relatable again, but on different levels. Like you could take what you went through and put it towards something I went through or something that somebody else went through. And that's what I think is so great about your book. And I've never been this intrigued by books before, but yours, sorry, Scott Schultz, your book is good, but hers is way better. And sorry, The Case for Christ, but hers is better. And I'm sorry for the other books that were sent to me I haven't read yet. But this book, girl, Angela. Girl. So I really trust that if I do work with you and your husband, I really do trust that book would be amazing because your book is, this is like Jesus up in a motherfucking book, okay? Like, this girl is so inspiring. I love her. Anyway, so that's that. So I got this cool little thing from AmFest. So let's see what else I got in here in my goodie bag. They gave us Frisbees. I was like, I wonder why. If anybody watching this went to American Priority and you know why they give us a Frisbee, can you tell me why a Frisbee? I don't understand the significance of it. I'm like I don't get it. But it's cute. I mean, it's cool. I don't know when I'm ever going to throw a Frisbee, but girl, it was a Frisbee. So we got Frisbees. Everybody got Frisbee. And they're cute. And we all got these little like horn things that you put together and you're like, doo-doo-doo. And like we were all yelling in them and like dancing in them and singing in them when I was trash drunk. And Oh, they gave us a book? I didn't know that, bitch. They give us another book. All these books. Like, you guys trying to tell me I should read or something? Like, girl, like, where's the movies for these books at? Angela, where's your movie, girl? Love is the Answer, God is the Cure. And Memoir. This is by, oh, she was there. Amy Cabo. Oh, she was there. Is a Cuban American. Was that the girl who? That was the girl who sat with us at the table. Who I said was like, Angela, you should make a child's book. That was her. I swear to God. I swear on my mom. I swear on my fucking life. Like, bitch, I'm sorry. I was just talking about you. Like, oh my God, it's her. It's her. It was her. The girl I was saying with the accent that was like, hey, Angela, you should make a book. Blah, blah, blah. But I loved her accent. But this is her. And that's why she has an accent. She's from Cuba. Oh my God. Well, I won't talk shit about your book. But I saw the title and I was a little apprehensive because the whole word, again, the God thing still kind of makes me apprehensive. So let's get into the juicy stuff that you guys all have been waiting to hear about. Let's get into my panel. Well, I will get into that after one thing. First, I want you guys to like, share, subscribe. Share this video, please. Share this video. They're shutting me down every which way they can. You've probably already been kicked off this video. Your sound doesn't work or something like that. But share this video right now. I'll give you time. Okay, now that you've done that and you subscribed, right? You did? Okay, thank you. Well, 8 things you can do now to help stop voter fraud. Now, this is for the 2020 election by Judicial Watch. And as you guys know, Judicial Watch is the biggest source to go to for putting criminals behind bars like Hillary Clinton. So anyways, but they are nationwide, and this book will help you nationally. Because I asked her, I said, what state is that for? Because, girl, I live in California. She said, this is for all states. This is what you need to know about voter fraud. We're going to be doing a whole video on this where I'm going to go through this whole packet with all of you because, girl, in California, I'm done. We're getting our state back. So that's that. So now let's talk about my panel. Ready? Let me show you a couple clips about my panel. My panel was so fun. So my panel, rumor had it. Again, I don't know if this is fact or not because I was just told this, but I was told that my panel was the biggest panel there or the most packed because our panel was very, very packed. Oh, I can put it on the screen. Do all that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so I was just told that. So let's see a couple of clips from the panel. I'm editing the video now, and so it's really, really funny what I got so far. Let's see. Let's see.
Go ahead and start, Jean-Paul. Okay, so we are here at the LGBTQ panel. It's even hard to say.
Okay, now let's backstory behind this. That's how we started off. So it looks like, girl, you started off fucked up, right? We did because John Paul said, "Okay, I'm coming in. I love you, John Paul. If you're watching this, girl, don't be mad at me, but it's the truth. You came in and you stole the show. You said, I'm gonna be the moderator. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be the one that's speaking. I'm gonna be the one telling you guys to introduce yourselves. I'll be the one telling you guys, okay, here's the questions, blah blah. You chose to be that position. 2 seconds earlier, you said that you were gonna do all that, and we said, okay. And then they go, are you guys ready? And we said, yes. And they said, 3, 2, 1. And then he sat there quietly. Look it. Watch again.
Go ahead and start, Jean-Paul. Okay, so we are here at the LGBTQ panel. It's even hard to say LGBTQ.
And Ricky was like, we're at AmpFest. He like, okay, I get it. Everyone was nervous in the beginning. Maybe he was nervous. Maybe he was nervous. But John Paul, that was a cute one. That made me laugh. Anyways, so that was one clip from it. But it did get actually really, really good. And it was a very good panel. Watch. I'll show you guys another clip from it that was actually very, very good as well. That part was just funny. It's hilarious. I made a little meme. It says, when they say gay Trump supporters can't be gay, Hunty, we exist and you can sit with us. AmpFest 19. I made this little meme. And so cute, huh? And I love it. So let me see if I have more clips from our panel. Because our panel was actually really compelling, you guys. I urge you guys to watch the video on Ricky Rebel's Instagram right now, if you guys haven't seen yet. And don't worry, I will be releasing the whole entire video as of hopefully tonight, but I think by tomorrow, because I'm going through it, because there's a lot of like stuff I'm going to take out, which is just like the boring stuff that you guys don't want to see, like the in-betweens. Look at that. That was a hot mess. Isn't that cute? Amethyst. Anyways, guys, so yeah, the panel went really well, but since I don't have that many clips from it, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about it. So we discussed things that are affecting the LGBT community, and I want you guys to know my stance on things. I want to find a way to convince, or at least be that change I want to see by being the example of somebody who walked away from the Rainbow Plantation. And what is the Rainbow Plantation? The Rainbow Plantation is that farce. It's not a reality. It's not even reality. Is that farce make believe problems that they want the gay community to have? The fake want and the need to fight for rights that we already have. Now, I want everybody to know we are completely equal. I know. So what is there to fight for? Why are we still doing this? Oh, yeah, because the left has hijacked our love, our hearts, and our sexuality. And they've used it now far too long as a weapon that they throw at you. I'm watching them do it every day. I'm watching them kill us off daily. I'm watching us ask us to support things like Islam, knowing that Islam kills us in every single Islamic country. Oh, just kidding. Some of them is only punishable for 20 plus years in prison. But let's be real. Indonesia, it's not before they drag them behind the truck first by a rope. Oftentimes, the gays never make it out of prison. In fact, the percentage is up towards an 80%. But that's just an estimate because we never can know. Because as you guys know, in Chechnya, they say we don't have gay people, as they put us in concentration camps. And let me also remind you guys, why is it only illegal to be gay in Chechnya and not in all of Russia? Well, because Chechnya is the only part of Russia that's ran off the Islamic ideology. So things like that are the reasons why I say they're killing us off. Because they are. When Gavin Newsom, a couple days ago, said that all gay people, we can now get PrEP over the counter. So all he did was take away the doctor's visit and the instructions. Now, I know that if you're somebody who takes PrEP, it's important to get the instructions. Because if you did not see a doctor and the doctor tell you how to take it, you will create a superbug. And when you create a superbug, you're going to kill us more. There's 12 strands of HIV out there. How did that happen? Well, because when we came up with medications for the first ones, people were not taking it correctly. You must take it like birth control every day at the same time, all the time. You can't skip a beat. And these people who take PrEP, which is an HIV medication for people who don't even have HIV, they just take it. It's like a pill that you take just to lower your chances of ever contracting HIV, which is a good thing for whores. But how about you just not be a slut? I mean, I don't know. And why would you want to take a pill every day for the rest of your life to keep from ever having to take a pill every day for the rest of your life? Because you live a full life on HIV now. You just have to take a pill every day for the rest of your life. Oh, yeah, there's 12 strands. But here's the thing. So I just don't understand why Gavin Newsom did that. And all the gay people in California elevated him like a god and said, oh my God, Gavin Newsom's so amazing. They all shared it like crazy. Yet they all ignored exactly to the day. October 9th is when that happened. Exactly to the day. 6 months earlier, May 9th, Donald J. Trump and his administration decided with the Health and Human Services to give 200,000 people every year for the next 11 years free Truvada, which is the same exact medication that Gavin Newsom made to be sold now over the counter in California. So now Gavin Newsom just simply only took the extra instructions out. That's all I did. It's like if you guys know anything about box dye hair, all Gavin Newsom did was take the instructions out and make it more accessible. But the problem with Truvada wasn't the accessibility. The problem with Truvada was the affordability. And Donald Trump did that. Not only is he giving 200,000 people every single year for 11 years, There's only 240,000 of them who have HIV in California. So essentially, Donald Trump saved California 11 times. And everybody was silent and nobody cared at all. But Gavin Newsom still wants your money. It's still going to cost you an arm and a leg for that fucking Truvada. But now you can get it without the instructions. Creating a superbug, which will make the HIV literally adapt to the medication like it has done so many times before. And this superbug, all we can hope and pray for is that our doctors and our scientists find a way to create a medication fast enough. Because if not, we could be dealing with another AIDS crisis like the late 80s, or even worse, an Ebola crisis. So when Gavin Newsom gives us Truvada over the counter, this is not progress. This is regression. This is putting us back as the slaves to the political party of the left, which is why I say we need to leave the rainbow plantation. You get it now? The rainbow plantation is exactly what it is. I'm not trying to exactly piggyback off Candace that much, although, girl, that's a great idea because hello, the plantation was a perfect analogy, and the gays have one too. I'm not too sure if other minority groups have the plantation as their thing, but we are literally being worked for free. You're giving us a label and saying you have to live by this label, die by this label, and fight for this label. And that label is LGBT. And now they added a whole bunch of other crap to it. Well, I'll tell you what. I've never lived by any label. I surprise even myself. I will never live and die for anybody or anything except for me. Not for you, not for your votes. Especially when we all know as soon as your ass is elected, you won't give a damn about your district. Isn't that right, Cummings? Isn't that right, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Isn't that right, Ilhan Omar? Isn't that right, Rashida Tlaib? Isn't that right, guys? The Trash-tastic Four. Running around talking about climate change. Oh, sorry. Flying around talking about climate change as we have Scott Presler going to every single major city cleaning it up. I had to shout that in there, Scott, because you, baby, I loved you. I love Scott Presler. He's really, really awesome. But the LGBT has no reason to be scared. I see a comment on YouTube right now that says, yeah, they play on the LGBTQ fears. Trump is very moderate in his opinions on those topics. He's very hands-off. No, Trump is an American. And Americans believe in things like states' rights. And so is Donald Trump. Donald Trump also said, the laws have been the law. The Supreme Court has spoke. He has respect for our Supreme Court. That's why I love that he appoints people for the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court said gays get married now. Now, I was against the word marriage, but I'm for equal rights. So, I mean, I got halfway what I wanted. I got equal rights, which is awesome. But it came in the form of a bullet that we're now using to throw at Christians. And we stole their sanctity of marriage by taking the word Christian. Guess what, gay boys? We're different. The way a gay relationship works is different than a straight relationship. Oh, shocker. Whoa, shocker. The way we make our money is different. The way we divide our money is different. The way we even sleep is different. The way we do everything is different. Girl. The way we raise our kids, I'm sure, is going to be different too. So it's okay to be called something different. But it's not okay to say that we have different rights. Because in America, all men are created equal. Just saying. So that's where I stand with that situation, I guess, on the aspect of gay marriage. But I think these topics are very, very good to talk about. And I think they need to be talked about. And you guys will find that in our panel. Our panel was we talked about a lot of things. The one thing we talked about a lot too, which I'm so sick of hearing, which I'm going to do a very fast version, so I talk really fast, so keep up, is the trans thing. Let me remind you guys, LGB has nothing to do with T. That doesn't mean I'm putting them down or making them less than. When I say men and women are different, I'm not saying men are better than women. I'm not saying women are better. I'm saying they're different. T is not anything having to do with LGB. We took the motherfuckers in because if you feel lonely and you ain't loved, that's what my community was about. We'll take you in. So the T has to do with yourself. And it's a mental disorder called gender dysphoria. Being gay is not a mental disorder. Okay? It's like liking the color blue or the color red, or, you know, some people like round things. Some people like square things. Well, I like long round things, whatever. And so it is what it is, and that's not a mental disorder, although they did think in the past it was. Why do I know it's not a mental disorder? Well, I know it's not a mental disorder because of the fact that it's something I cannot change about myself. It's true. It's who I am. I don't have a memory in my life ever really liking girls ever. I've liked boys since I was a little kid. I've never been molested. I never got touched. I didn't know any gay people. In fact, when I came out of the closet, I cried to my mom and said, Mom, something's wrong with me. I think I have a chemical imbalance or something. I shit you not. I thought something was wrong with me. I'm from a small town. I didn't know why I kept looking at boys and why I couldn't stop looking at them. So I will tell you, I don't think it's a mental disorder. Maybe it's something in the development of the fetus, which I think we should still look into. Not because I want to go back and not because I want to change it to straight. No, has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. I just like to know things. I like knowledge. So I think it's important to still keep those studies up. But unfortunately, the left has shut down every scientist that wants to find out what makes you gay. They want to force us to just accept it. Well, I'll tell you something. Gay kids kill themselves. Not all of them. And the number's nowhere near the amount of trans people that kill themselves. But any kid who's going to kill themselves, we should probably look into what's making them that way. Just saying. I would love to know what made me gay. I would never change it. Just like I'm for electric shock therapy. That's something we didn't talk about. So I'll talk about it now. Are you guys for electric shock therapy? Let me know in the comment section below if you're for electric shock therapy. And if you want to come on video with me, go to the Facebook live video of this video. And you guys can come on. And we'll go live right now because I want to know you guys' opinions on electric shock therapy for transitional, to make yourself not a gay person anymore. So it's conversion therapy. Sergio, you are right. Love is not a medical disorder. It's not. Just like makeup is not made just for women. Makeup's made for skin, not vaginas. You don't put makeup on your vagina. Okay, so I can wear makeup, so shut up. See what I did there? So my thing is this. I do believe that trans people are in a sense delusional because, like Trey just said, X and XY are always going to be relevant regardless. You will never be able to change that. Change whatever you want. You will never be able to change X and XY. And that's what makes your gender identity. Now, any friend that I ever had that was trans before this whole trans craze where everybody thinks it's cool to be trans, when people actually suffered from being trans, those are the people I support. I support trans people, which means 80% of them I do not. If you're one of the 80%, you're not trans, bitch. Get your attention somewhere else. And yes, we can know you're wearing a dress. And no, I still don't think you're trans. I wear girly shit all the time. It's called androgyny. Look into it. Look into the late 80s. Maybe while you're visiting the late 80s to see when men were androgynous, you should also take a look at the AIDS crisis and maybe you'll have more respect for the gay community. And stop letting the left tell you what to do. Just saying. So go spend some time in the late 80s, homie. And maybe you'll figure your whole tranny self out. But I support real trans people. And real trans people are suffering from a thing called gender dysphoria. And they try things like hormone cell therapy. They try things like multiple doctors. Like you have to have multiple doctors sign off on your surgery because it is literally illegal and it is malpractice for a doctor to cut off a perfectly working body part without a reason. And that is actually called BID, B-I-I-D. And a doctor will be fired, fined, and oftentimes put in prison for that. Now, the reason why they could do transitional surgery, though, the thing that makes it different is that it's known as the last cure to gender dysphoria. Mind you, it's called the last cure to gender dysphoria. It's not the first cure. They try to first fix you in other ways because it is a mental disorder. When your mind thinks that your mind doesn't match the body you were given at birth, that is not something we should accept. That's something we should try to help them and cure. It's like somebody bumped their head or something and now they're like confused or something. Because at the end of the day, some people are cool being trans, like Blair White. I love her. I love her. God, I love her. Blair, call me. Let's be friends. But no, really though. I love Blair White. Like, bitch, I love you, bitch. Blair is a woman. I believe that. I don't believe that it wasn't gender dysphoria. I do believe it was gender dysphoria that Blair suffered from. I think that she got her cure. And yes, we're all told it doesn't work every time. Yes, well, so does taking Tylenol when you have a headache. Everybody's bodies are different. So there is a percentage of them that transition and still aren't happy. It's about I would say 7 to 8% chance. Some people say the number's much higher. I've heard the number is way higher too, but I'm only going with the numbers that are the least because of the fact that I'm trying to leave room here for growth and learning for all of us. So the left says it's only 7%. but they don't say anything true. So times that number by 30. Just kidding. No, I'm not. But anyways, so a small percentage of them that actually aren't happy, but there's also a big percentage of them that are. And I would never want somebody to be unhappy in life. And if transitional surgery will make their body match their mind because their mind can't change, then do what they have to do. I am for trans people. I'm not for paying for your transitional surgery while you're in the military. I'm not for paying for it while you're in jail. I'm not for paying for it when you haven't done anything to contribute back to society. I think that people work hard, deserve things. So any veteran out there who thinks that they're trans, veterans mean they came home already. I will fight to have our tax dollars pay for your transitional surgery, just like I will fight to make sure no veterans are homeless ever. I will fight to make sure all veterans are fed always. I will fight to make sure all veterans get the mental health care that they need because they kill themselves at 22 a day. And that's 6 times the rate of all civilians, including trans, combined. That deserves a moment of silence. Every 52 minutes, another person kills himself. That served in our military, that protected our lives. There's only 2 things that get me really emotional really quickly, and that's children, leave kids out of politics, and veterans. Like, those should be no-brainers, right? Like, no-brainers. Like, bitch, a veteran is a fucking veteran, okay? Okay, like, what are you doing? Like, and no, you Republicans who are rhinos, I'm sorry, I'll call you what you are. I do not think there's different levels to what a war hero is. And yes, McCain was a war hero. I am sorry, I don't give a fuck what you say. If you went over there and you swept a floor, you're a war hero to me. If you went and was willing to give up your rights, go to basic training, learn how to write a letter again, because we don't do that these days, and write letters to your family, not be able to talk to them on the phone, have to leave your wives, have to leave your kids, have to leave people to serve our country, even if you did just sweep the fucking floor, you are a hero to me. Thank God I'm too old now. Well, not thank God, but ew. I'm too old now, but back when I was 18, 19, I always had so much respect for people that joined the military because I was like, oh my God, if there's ever a draft, and it was like around September 11th. So I was like, if there's ever a draft, I would have to go. Like, ugh. So anybody who willingly wanted to go, I was like, thank God, thank God, thank God. I'm grateful for you guys because I'm a pussy. I can't imagine myself in a war. I could shoot a gun, girl, like at targets. I could shoot a gun for fun. I couldn't do it. I simply couldn't do it. My mental stability, as you can already tell, is not that stable all the time. Just saying. Okay. So it is what it is. But I think anybody who was in the military is a hero to me. And I think they should be more of a hero to more people in America. And the people that are on the right, the rhinos that say that, like, there's levels to what makes you a war hero. You're the one that's helping disenfranchise our loved ones who are enlisted and coming home and killing themselves. You're the ones helping the left when they don't give a fuck about them. You're the ones helping that. But if you teach our kids and teach your kids and teach everybody around us to respect them and respect their struggle and respect the fact that no matter who's the president of the United States, they must abide by whatever that president says, no matter when they enlisted. Respect them. And if we did a little bit of that, we maybe wouldn't have homeless veterans or veterans killing themselves. But anyways, we're getting way off track again. So let's go back to what we were talking about. So that's why I do not support any trans person going to the military. And that's why also I support conversion therapy. I support conversion therapy because I think choices in America are good to have. And you should be allowed to do what you feel is right. Mind you, this is not Hitler-esque days yet, unless if the left takes over, I bet it would be, but it's not going to happen because we won't let it. But in Hitler-esque days, people were forcing people to do things. In America, if a child wants to get transitional, if they want to get conversion therapy, electric shock, let them. Let them. Everybody should be allowed to choose their life. I will tell you, I'll choose my life. Maybe I draw a line at like age like 16, 17 years old. Because I also know that being a kid, you shouldn't be allowed to make adult decisions that would change your whole life forever when you're a kid. Because we don't even know how to drive yet. We can't even make a decision on what to eat for lunch, let alone what we want to do with the rest of our lives. So I do draw a line at kids doing it. In fact, so let me take that word back. I never said that. So, but any adult who is gay who wants to convert, would I do it? No, bitch. I'm okay with being gay. Like, hello, okay. Like, I love myself, bitch. Like, I'm cute. I'm fabulous. Like, but doesn't mean that you have to love yourself, and doesn't mean that you also feel fabulous. Some people are religious. Some people really want to give their lives to God. Some people really want to give their parents a grandbaby. Some people really want to get married and have a normal life. And if doing conversion therapy will get you that way, I'm American. I expect for nobody to mess with me when I choose to be gay. So I will give them back the same respect. And I will not demonize somebody who wants to get transitional or conversion therapy. All these trans and conversions and all these things. I wish that people in the world could just be happy with who the fuck they are. Like, hello, let's just do that. Let's promote that. Maybe more people will be more about that if we start promoting that more, which means stop labeling us away into LGBTQ. Walk away from the Rainbow Plantation. Join the American Party. When we're all just American, we'll see that we're all different. And you know what? Suddenly it's not so stressful being all different, right? We're all different. And guess what? It's okay. No, you don't got to go get conversion therapy. No, you don't got to transition to nothing. Do you guys also notice how there's only people on the left doing things like that? Like, people on the right that just considers all Americans, we're okay with it. Like, bitch, we're okay with being different. We're all different, right? But you on the left, for loving yourself so much, y'all want to change. Sure, you all do sure want to change a lot. Like, that's a little different. Anyways, guys, this video is going over way too long. So it's been an hour and 11 minutes. So I don't even know how we veered off into all these different topics, but that's how crazy AmFest was. It was like a web. AmFest, when you get all of us creators together to talk, and we all are here for different subjects and different panels, it ended up creating like a web. So there's so many different things to go over, so many different things to talk about. Wait till you guys see the panel. It's very comical, but it's something very truthful and very, very good and compelling. So the video will be out either tonight or tomorrow for sure. I promise you. Because I was late getting home because the fires in California, the plane wanted to fucking make us sit at the airport for 11 hours, which we didn't have to. We got to sit at the Trump, bitch. I got to sit at the Trump spa. I had to be like naked and like a jacuzzi and like go in a steam room and like have all those hot towels all over me and be all naked. Did I mention I was naked outside? I got to go in like a deck, not a dick. A deck. They had a big deck and you walk outside and you get the sun on you and stuff. You're all naked and you're naked. Hot rocks and shit, all naked. I loved it. And nobody was there because you don't get to be in there with anybody else, but it was me. It was great. But it is time to set James Goodman, I like you. Time to set the gay plantation on fire and watch it burn. Walked away years ago and never looked back. Thanks for your voice. You are welcome, James. I need people like you, James. I need people just like you who are going to help me spread the message of walking away from. I don't want to take the word walk away because I don't want Brandon to get upset. I don't know if he owns that or I don't want to. So I'm just telling people, girl, get off the plantation. We need to leave the Rainbow Plantation. So I need you to go out there and use the hashtag. Everybody watching this right now, use the hashtag leaving the Rainbow Plantation. And I really want to get gays to know that there's an outlet for them. We do have walk away, yes, but a lot of people aren't comfortable just walking away. Some people, that's why we have Blexit and Lexit, because some people are so stuck on their labels that we need to wean them off of them. So that's why we have Blexit and Lexit, Latinos for Trump and gays for Trump, stuff like that. So I want the Rainbow Plantation to be a gateway to people who feel like walk away is just too much, who feel like walk away is just like, I can't just give up everything. Like, the people who live in West Hollywood still, the people who still work in the gay bars, the people who still voted for Trump are still silent and scared about it. I want them to know that they can now come out and be proud about it and talk about it more loudly with us. So I want you guys to help me spread the message that we are now leaving the Rainbow Plantation. And I'm going to try to meet with every gay boy I can that's on the right. I want to go live with you guys. If you're gay and you're on the right and you're watching this, girl, privately message me. We need to go live. I want to talk to every gay boy in the world if I could and talk to you guys and tell you guys why we should leave the left. And it has a lot more things to do with simply the left and their ideology more than it has to do with simply our sexuality. I'm done with using our sexuality as a weapon. I'm done with them using us. I'm done with them using us as a political ploy or using us in our emotions and making us angry and making us not know that we are 100% equal as of now. And so I'm here to spread that message. But at the same time, I'm going to educate you guys on what the party is actually like. And when you will learn what the Democratic Party has always been like and what it always will be like, you will know why we are running away from the Rainbow Plantation. And there's plenty of gays here now. And so if you are gay and you are watching this and you're rolling your eyes because you're next to your gay friends, I know, girl. You can't admit it in front of them. So you got to say you hate me. I get it. But when you walk away, girl, call me. And then when you come out loud and proud, you won't be alone, bitch. You'll be next to us. Don't worry. And I know you don't want to sit next to me because you have to give up the facade like you still hate me. But there's Ricky Rebel. There's Scott Pressler. Girl, we can put you sit anywhere you want at this table. So anyways, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you guys want to support me, which I greatly appreciate, and I really, really hope that I get more supporters this way. I know I'm not very good at Patreon, but I'm working on it, guys. And I would really enjoy if I got more Patrons. I haven't got any in like forever because I'm bad at this. So if you guys can, go to patreon.com/theadorabledeplorable. And please, even if you support me with just $1 per month or even 50 cents per month, just pledge and you get, I do Patreon only content, which I'm going to be bringing back. And I also send you guys things in the mail, like Trump 2020 gear or Adorable Deplorable things, which my shirts are coming in the mail too. Also, just so you guys know, I have had a run-in with the shirt people. I have not heard back from them, and I've been really trying to reach out to them like crazy ever since I left to Miami and since I was on the plane home. So I haven't heard back yet from Trish. If you're watching this, Trish, girl, call me. Like, got the money. We got to get these shirts done. So my shirts will be done soon, and I love you guys for all your support. But please go to patreon.com/theadorabledeplorable. And yeah. I'm going to be trying to collab with a lot of these people I met at AmpFest. I'm going to get a hold of some of the people I talked to while I was there. And let's see how I grow from this. Hopefully I do grow. But if I don't, oh well. You guys hear my message and you'll continue to hear my message. So that's okay. Like as long as I change one life, I'm good. But I would like to change a lot, please. Anyways, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And like I said in every single video, see you in the next one.